Hey, what's up guys, it's Theo from Fino Concept. So I have a video shoot with my kid brother today and I thought I should just bring you on board. I think I'm out of focus. Anyway, let's just go. Alright, so here we are. Whoa, I didn't even notice that the tripod of my phone was even in the way. So we are just setting up the whole place, taking out the stuff and opening up a bunch of books so that I can just get a shot of the books as well, and I think it will look pretty damn good. Everything started out pretty nice until it started raining, so I had to compromise and the whole color scheme just changed. Alright, so we started shooting. I have to just place the camera lens cover somewhere. Now I already have my transition planned in my head, and the first one is going to be a zoom in transition. So he's going to start drawing, then I'm going to move quite fast from a wide angle, then I'll zoom in from where I am standing. And the prime lens I was using was not helping me out, so I quickly just grabbed the zoom lens, the 16 to 55, and I just used that one because I can go wide and zoom in anytime I wanted. I wanted to go with the prime lens because it has an aperture of f1.8, which gives me this nice shallow depth of field, but I couldn't work with it, so I just had to use the 3.5 aperture I had with me. So over here you can see that this is the first shot I got. Then I took a couple of shots from the book, transition towards him, and one over the head. I have everything planned, so at some point you realize that I keep grabbing this sheet of paper on the table. That is what I've written all the transitions on. I actually had it on my phone, but I was recording with the phone, so I had to rewrite everything onto the paper. So I'll just look at the paper, I'll be like, okay, so I have to transition from the left to right. Then I'll just do that whilst he's still drawing. Now for the first part, I'll just have him crumple a piece of paper and throw it on the floor. Then I'll go down to his toe level so that he can throw the piece of paper down to the floor once again, and I'll get a shot from there. Now this will make it a lot easier when you are just editing. It's like you just drop it and you catch it on the floor, even though it doesn't happen at the exact same time. Now I had this crazy frame blocking effect I wanted to add in, so I'll just transition. First of all, I'll just focus on his face, then I'll send the camera down to where the table is, and I'll just move over to where he is. This doesn't always work because in the actual video you can see that the exposure changes. So this is the second shot of him throwing the paper on the floor. I also wanted to get another one, but I realized that 2 was too much, so I just took 1 and that was okay. So I tried to take a shot of his face so that you can see how intense the whole process is. Now I had a call at some point, so I had to cut and re-record everything. Now the final part was the fun part, because I had to say the word go, and when I did say go, he has to place his pen on top of the book and he will move away. So I just asked him to sit down. I'll start by getting the focus so that I don't lose the focus of the actual thing. It's kind of hard focusing and zooming at the same time. So I will start over from his shoulder and I'll be moving and I'll say go, and he will just drop the pen and just walk away. And that was pretty damn neat. Now if you're interested in seeing the final work, I'll have it linked in the description below, so make sure you check it out. It's going to be the first link, as always. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one.